Hi, world. Good morning, world. It's about almost 6 o'clock. And OMG, 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 OMG. Hi, world. My name is Majesty Angel once again. Thank you so much for those who are staying and actually seeing everything that's happening. World, ain't we surprised? Didn't I say this like 2 weeks ago? I said this 2 weeks ago. I said that the only thing that it takes is a moment and one person and one voice to trigger something very massive and very internationally and a global event. Do you know what's so important? And a lot of people, they're not really paying attention to it. I don't know if people have been on Twitter, but Twitter is like so important right now, right? Somebody said the other day, and I was laughing and I had to retweet it. Somebody said, yo, Twitter is better than Instagram, right? A lot of people don't know this. I feel like between and Facebook, Twitter and Facebook are platforms where you can go and you can actually express your thoughts with different captions between other platforms. Like, you know, TikTok, well, TikTok is, yeah, TikTok in a way, it's kind of like that, but it's used totally differently. But what always blows my mind every time is how people, us, you, I, them, how certain people could be on the same accord. Meaning, we're thinking the same way, we're performing, we're acting the same way, we're going about a lot of different things in the same way. Yo, I was so disappointed. I was so shocked. What really made me be shocked was when I seen Megan Kelly get up to the world and proclaim how she was racist. I don't understand what's wrong with people, right? I don't think I should say this because I don't want to damper it a little bit. But when you have people who can analyze what people are truly saying and they think that they're being slick by trying to huh, wash over the little things that they're saying, it's going to be shown in real true light who you are. Now, everybody, yo, I never thought that Bad Bunny will trigger something so massive like this. And I was trying to say because you had people who missed the fucking point. The whole point was, unfortunately, he was supposed to do the Super Bowl anyway. It's just that people around the world, we have a president and his administration and the people. Cause I was so mad. Like, I was mad because I feel like what are they doing? First, the other day he was saying that he's trying to proclaim and he's trying to say that we're about to go back into this whole ideology of everything is God, 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 God. It terrifies me a lot that people are using Jesus Christ as a tactic, a manipulation, and also a tactic to profit from off of people who are in a season who are really trying to look to better themselves spiritually or trying to find balance and shit like that. I always say for a person or a society that can control religion have the power to manipulate people's mind, right? And I love when you have real people, right? Meaning people who understand the whole ideology. I'm saying that word a little bit wrong, a little bit, but when people actually understand about being a righteous person and actually being a person that walk with God, they want to make sure, that is first a place where loving, understanding people are not going to be so judgmental and stuff like that, and people understand it. Now, what I'm saying about the same page, let me tell you something. Let me tell you this very, very well. Do not move, but stay moving forward. See, A lot of people don't like the narrow path or the unknown path because they really don't know what brings from out of the unknown. I always say that I love the unknown or being a part of the unknown or walking on this road is because a lot of people are very terrified because we will start to find out a lot of things about ourselves, about people who's around us. You'll start seeing the truth. Yo, it's I always say if a person right now at this particular time is trying to convince you otherwise, I always say to look at them very, very differently. Certain people have been getting over on people for a very, very long time because we were in a different state of mind when we couldn't really actually pay attention to everything. Right? I always like that. Meaning, I always like the awakening part. The awakening part. And it's every day that I think that I go on Twitter, I go on it a little bit. I could do what I do, but then I like to stay off of it because I'm a fond believer. A lot of people don't understand that part. They don't understand the part of the energy that can surface from off of the things that you're watching. That's why I say be careful of the things that you watch and the things that you hear because it can implant something within your soul. But what people are seeing, because I never seen, you said what? I never ever seen, or I can never understand how people are so fearful of people, right? Meaning, but I see it now because they keep trying to use this damn power couple and these damn this is that and the third. And I'm only talking about the whole shit. Now I'm talking about a little bit of Jay-Z and Beyonce and certain things like that and how it's so crazy. Meaning, I don't want to go off astray, but when you have certain individuals who always have an indent, people don't understand that. Some people have just a permanent indent, meaning it doesn't matter the time, the month, when they took off, or what they're doing, is that anytime that they insert themselves, they're going to trigger people to actually look at a whole bunch of different things differently. Now, what I love about women like Beyonce is that um, people, people need to understand who they are and what they represent and understand the way that they can perform and the way that they act. It could damage a whole bunch of a lot of different things that are to come, right? I'm just saying for any other future artist or any other future person, I just said this on Twitter because I've been up since like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. People are great within their own lane. People are destined to do a lot of different things at a specific time, place. People are going to get the opportunity. But what I'm seeing is you will have a lot of people jump the gun. And what I said was, I said, do not allow ignorant ass people to put batteries within our in our back for us to jump the gun sometimes dealing with. And only why I'm saying this is because the whole circle, meaning revolving around a one artist, fuck it, I'm not gonna say his name on my platform, around a one artist, and they actually put a fucking battery in his back. They did. They put a battery in his back 2 times. I don't, and I'm scratching my head because I hate a person that's like a sore loser. There's no such thing as a sore loser. People need to understand that. Like, how can I say this? Like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. February, the month of February, the month of February, the month of February. But I'm just saying, 2 months from now, Somebody could be getting a very, very, very powerful opportunity because of the way that they have performed. A lot of people don't understand the powers that be, meaning the people who are watching you, the people who are watching you behave, the people who are watching you, the things that you say. You know what I mean? You're like, I want to get off. I'm about to get off. I never seen the disappointment within people. Yo, the hate is so real. But I come here to tell you today, the more people keep hating on people, the more people are going to love people. People don't understand that. People are talking about people, and people are now going to go find people. And people are going to go say, hold on, this person is not the way that these people are talking about. She's not like this. He's not like that. Oh shoot, I just did an episode on my phone for my podcast. And I gotta upload it. It's out there in my living room. But what I was saying was, because these women are so sour. These women out here in the world are so sour. And only why I'm saying this is because you have some women who don't understand the hands of time, meaning people have to be with people who are unorthodox, meaning it doesn't matter what some of these females do. You can do it on your own or you can do it with your partner. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can never convince people to like us. Once people understand that certain people are not going to like you, fine. But guess what? You can have 10,000 other people. You can have a million people on the other side of the fence that's going to love you. That's going to love your emotion. That's going to love what you're representing. And this is what's so fearful. And some of these women, because they don't understand it, they have performed very, 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 very terribly. I always say, I just said this the other day, confirmation, a role model, meaning the television. Oh my God, we we are at the most powerful box office in the world. I said, I'm getting my popcorn. Yo, it's crazy how the real people, you mean what? Who people really are being shown. So I say for the ladies out there, if you have a boyfriend, I always say that, and he's helping you be the best woman that you can be, he's helping you with on your project, because I seen that. I seen women actually say, oh, she wouldn't be like that if it wasn't because of him. And I come here to tell all of the girls, like today, baby girl, never be afraid to say that. The biggest example, and I'm not shooting shots, is Carisha Fields. You like, girl, stop it. No. You like, what? Here I go, world. Before Carisha Fields got with Papoose, she. You heard what I said? She looked it terrible, yo. She, but that's what happens sometimes when some women come in contact with a man that's going to bring something from out of her. So instead of saying, I've been like this, women need to give these men credit. I come here today to say, God damn it, I love my little, my honey. What? You like, what? Hell yeah. You like, I would say that. I would give him all the credit because some men need that, right? Just like you have some women that bring out the best without a man, within a man. And you having some of these men that's giving the women and their ladies flowers like that. And this is what have to happen. The world need to see something other than the bullshit that we are seeing. And I come here today to tell people, because this stupid ass girl said, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Men cheat, but it's okay, it's okay. It's not okay. That's the fucked up ass stigma that I have ever heard, because certain things have to have what, checks and balance, to be able to what, penetrate and try to change the patterns in the system. Why is it a messed up system out here? Is because you are having people who are now coming in contact with hurt people. That's how hurt people and the chains of hurt people continue to keep happening. Uh-uh. You have to change that. That's why I try to share a powerful song on my YouTube, but they canceled it out. They blocked me from doing it. But what he said was, black people, and I'm not shooting anybody else, but within this season for black people, meaning for a black woman and a black man, the world at this particular time needs to see the real true reputation of real black love. Every black man is not a cheater. Every black man is not an asshole. That it is very successful, and it really is a black love. That black love can produce a whole bunch of different things. So I give kudos to a content creator, and it went over people's heads because you had about, I don't know, how many, maybe 5 to 6 black couples, and it went from the content. It went from this couple was married to 5 years, that couple was married to 10 years, that couple was married for 15, that couple was married to 20, and that couple was married for 25. It is a bigger uh, thing that's going out here. And real love, I always say that. I always say that. I can't reactivate my other pages. I'm like a little low right now. I'm giving everybody fun. I'm letting everybody have their fun. I'm letting everybody have their fun. I always say that. I always tell people, when you understand this part, for people who don't understand, like, my name is Queen of Fat Four, but my Instagram page is down. Meaning, on my YouTube channel I got 35,000. On my TikTok I got 15,000. On my Instagram I got 4,000. On my other page I got 1,000, but that shit about to triple like a fucking bean. I don't mean to talk like that. I'm just waiting just a little bit. So I always tell people, you go first. Tell people that. You go first. For everybody who has went first will become last, and everybody that's last will become first. The games has just changed, yo. And a lot of people are trying to prevent that. They're trying to stop that. They're trying to throw dirt on people's name. They're trying to stop people's projects and people's blessings. Nobody can stop what's already ordained in the stars. Us as individuals, we prolong that shit because we're not ready, we're fearful, or we allow what others, meaning the other people that's sitting around us, because other people have been seeing some shit. They just haven't wanted you to see it. But people are waking up. I love that. You're like, what? I love when people have a holy glow. I'm not shooting shots at Travis Scott. I seen that nigga. Like, here I go. Yo, he looked mad gray, yo. He looked gray. He looked gray. People are not shining, and I'm not throwing shots at him. But it just messed me up a little bit. But people have a spiritual glow. People have been reactivated the way that they need to. I say that. If I don't, I want to be around a class of people that's going to reactivate me, trigger me to bring out the best that I can be. To hold me accountable. Meaning, a lot of people don't understand that. Holding me accountable is the ultimate goal. So when I hear women that say, oh no, I allow him to cheat. Oh no, I allow him to do that. You're doing that, nigga, and you're doing all of these niggas injustice. Because now, guess what? You're keeping a weight on their back, meaning you're suppressing men. No man is supposed to be suppressed, especially if you're supposed to be his woman. You know what I mean? You're supposed to check him immediately because he's supposed to rise. I always say that. How the fuck can a man lead you when he's just all over the place, or it's not that type of a yin and yang? It's so funny. I said this. People prayed for a partner. People prayed to be happy, right? And this is what a lot of people don't understand. When we're praying or when we're manifesting for a great blessed family, a great blessed road, guess what? And I'm going to tell y'all ass this shit today. It never comes with a face. Let me say that shit again. When we pray for an amazing partner, meaning an amazing wife, an amazing husband, amazing team, let's put it like that, it doesn't come with a face. It's for us to be able to understand that shit and for us to get it. People didn't understand it. I always say that. Some people thought people were crazy. I always say that. I like that. They thought that they were crazy. but they never were crazy. People always wanted nothing but the best for them out of pure love with nothing in return. That's the most pure shit that you could ever get. In this world, everybody wants something. This world is driven off of greed, materialistic, fucking high stature, and all of that shit. I always say it, I always say it. It's very, very tricky to me when I come up here and I do my lives, I do my pages, I do Twitter. I'm the realest person on the planet. Yo, it's so hard being around a whole bunch of delusional ass, fake ass people. And then what be so funny, people be talking about me. You like what? I'm really tapped in like that. But even God had to humble me too a little bit. I think I was playing a little bit too close. Meaning, prophecies they come, but prophecies can change. I learned a lesson like Einstein. Einstein, while he was on his bed, he was still trying to figure out the last equation that he could never figure out. And what he said was, before he died, he said, it was meant for me not to figure that out, because if I would have actually figured that out, I would have been as God. I would have been God. Nobody on this planet is God. God is mysterious. He's unknown. He's loving. He's kind. But best believe, when God is on his rampage and he's swinging his sword with no mercy, is because people deserve that. Yo, people are wicked. People are wicked, but I love that the world is starting to wake up. People, we are all starting to move on the same accord. Yo, my page has been down. I mean, certain things that I'm doing have been down for a couple of days. And it makes me happy. And it always gives me reassurance when I sometimes check in a little bit and I do what I do. And I hear how we could be on the same page. And I don't know because I'm really not looking. Really. I'm trying to like keep my mind off of certain things, but I always like to sometimes just check in just a little bit. And it just blows my mind when I see like, okay, okay, Lord, let's go. Always like that. And plus, I'm like a silent little. I like to say that it's like bigger when you feel like people in the community post. I said for a lot of ladies, y'all need to understand this. This year, we are only loving men that feel like we are a part of their purpose. There's nothing like feeling like we are a part of a purpose, alignment, yo. It is a spiritual awakening, meaning it's a spiritual battle. Everybody don't understand that. I'm not fighting with these people. I'm fighting against that spirit, yo. Because if people actually understood it, they'd do better. Kudos. I always say that. Kudos. Wake up. Oh, I love it. You like, you know what? You know what's so sexy about two people? Most importantly, what's sexy about a man? What's so sexy about a man is when he wake up in the morning, he go in the bathroom, and as he's starting his day, he's washing his face, he's doing everything. That new look that these men have today, as they're going to be waking up this morning, washing their face and starting their day, it's a great reflection that they now see. You heard what I said? Even for myself. It's a different reflection. It's the reflection of truth. People are actually seeing who they are and what they're capable of doing. And don't let you be in that position where your mouth, meaning the things that you say can really indent things. People don't want people to be like that. I'm like, what? That's why I always say, as much as people hate to hear this shit, it's the truth. You are judged by the company that you keep. Peanut. I always say that. Peanut. Somebody got a peanut ass head. He just looked so weird. You like, for real. I'm going to say it like that. I'm going to say this and I'm getting off and I'm done. People, you need to be very careful. You, whoever's listening, whoever's going to come across this, you outshine the whole gang. Some people don't even know that who they are in their presence outshine the whole gang. So you will always look very odd among people who you no longer fit. People have to change and go with a whole other different crowd. For now, everybody should all look alike, meaning everybody all have that light. You heard what I said? When you are the only one that's having that light, and maybe I gotta say this for my aunt said this to me a long time ago. I never understood it, which is coming to pass. She said that I will be big mama of my family, which I am, and that do not worry about when people say to me that I think that I'm better than people. My aunt said, because if you really, really knew better, then yeah, not saying it from out of boasting, but yeah, I do think that I am better because I know better. I want better. And I know what I can do and what I'm capable of. Only people who lack that type of a self-awareness and self-respect could never, ever comprehend that. Good morning, America. Good morning, everybody that's tuning in with me. I'm going to say like I say to my kids every day. This is, my son is 11. I've been saying this to him all the time. I hope people will start to say this to their kids, or however, if you're not saying it. I say this now to my daughter. She's 6. But I tell him every day. I tell him, you are great. Now go be great. Because the world needs to see greatness. The world needs to see greatness. The world needs to see you. The world needs to see people that's doing something differently. That's what motion is. That's what the assignment is. People are using my words terribly. No. Yeah. They're using my words, but they're using it terribly. Somebody try to say, oh, bitch, I got motion. You ain't got motion. You got peanuts. How you going to try to belittle somebody because you getting a little money, and then you want to belittle people? I always say that. I don't want to say that because then I'll be very, very ignorant. Because at one point in time in my life, I was very, very, very ignorant. I'm no longer like that. But to what people think is all of that is peanuts to me. I always say that. And I look at women differently because if you really are having that type of emotion and that type of a status like that, you will never belittle a woman because she's not getting the money that you're getting. That's real character of a woman. A real woman that's encouraging people and really trying to take people from out the hood and try to change their life would never belittle them by the little peanuts and shit that they got. Because from what you saying that you getting money, bitches, another bitch over here, you getting 100 million. So what you trying to belittle, and you see how I said that? It's always a class within a sector. You know what I mean? And I always look at that. That's how I look at some of these women, especially these women in the entertainment, the influence and all that other shit. They be trying to make people feel bad and stuff. I always say, I don't be wanting to sit at their table. I want to sit. I got to clean myself up. But I want to sit at, the Hiltons. I want to sit at with these prestigious women who have a lot of common sense and they actually know what it is. That's what I always say. Don't worry about all of these other people, for they will always be permanently sitting at this seat of society. It's a society of class of people. It's a society class of women. I always say that. For they can't go over there to these other people. They're going to shun them. They're going to look at them like they're crazy. Just like for these men. A society class of men. Some people have to understand that. They're going to get mad because people are going to go sit with other people. I always say that. The higher you go, the more shit that you'll be able to see, you'll be able to identify with. People are tagging on people's coats. Like, yeah, I want to go. Everybody just can't go. So until next time, y'all have a good day. Hold on back. 1 second. I'm coming to. So let me go.